Hey Myles, what's up? How's the ankle doing?
It's doing all right. Getting old, so I'm just trying to take my time when I can.
Don't tell me about old. Hey, is this something that happened on Sunday, or has this been something that's bugging you for a while?
It happened leading up to the game, and same kind of thing happened during the game, and so it was. I tweaked it twice, so I just needed some time to get right.
Gotcha. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Tom. Jeff Shadell, you have our next question.
Hey, Myles, you look at those sack numbers. It looks like Derek Carr gets pretty good protection. What do you see from that offensive line?
Hell, they're big. Guys are big. They're committed to their blocks and committed to protecting their guy. They know that he can win the game for him if he has some time. So they have to make sure we get him off balance, move laterally, try to get him off the spot and get them moving.
Nate Orr, you're up.
Myles, obviously with the practice inside we didn't get to see out there. How did you feel on the ankle today? What was it like? And do you think that, you'll be your normal self on Sunday?
Should be about normal. Doing the best I can. Going out there, make the plays that I'm supposed to make. And what is in the forecast, I'll probably be doing a little bit more run stopping than pass rushing. But whatever happens, I'll be ready for it.
You like playing in those muddy games?
I like playing the game. And when I was growing up, it was muddy, it was rainy, it was hot. I mean, you faced everything, so it's no different at this level.
Thank you, Nate. Daryl Ryder, you have our next question.
Hey, Myles, when you came into the league, you had a whole list of things that you wanted to accomplish throughout your career. This season, you're finally starting to get that recognition. First Player of the Week award, now Defensive Player of the Month. Just what does it mean to you that people are starting to recognize that you're one of the better players at your position in the league?
I appreciate it. Recognition is nice, but can't let it get to me or allow me to get passive or apathetic about what's going on. I got to stay passionate about the performance that the entire defense is putting out there, not just me, and not settle with what I have going on right now.
Thank you, Daryl. Scott Petrick, you're up.
Hey, Myles, I know you take so much on your shoulders, but do you need to get help for the pass rush to be what it needs to be from other guys?
I mean, if it's not what it's supposed to be, that's we just got to do better. I mean, I got to do better. I got to win my one-on-ones quicker. I got to beat whoever I have to beat to get pressure on. That's on us who's called upon. We can't be asked for anybody else. Can't be complaining about the scheme. Or just got to find a way to make it happen. Those 4 guys or 6 guys where we switch in that are called to do the job, and we have to do it.
When you look at the issues that the defense is having getting off the field, part of that fall on the pass rush?
Falls on everybody. It's a symbiotic relationship. They're gonna go max pro. They're gonna chip. They're gonna double up on a couple people. So we gotta one-on-ones, and then counter to that, they have to stay with their guys long enough for us to get home. So we have to try to work off each other. They work fast and they work well, then we do the same thing, and great things happen.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Back to Nate Ulrich.
Myles, what do you think when you hear Jon Gruden say he wishes you were on the Raiders?
Man, I've been to Las Vegas a couple of times. It's not my scene. Can be fun for a day or two, but it's a lot of respect paid in that comment, and I appreciate it. He's been a hell of a coach, and he's a winner. So that goes a long way. But still gonna do my best out there to make his day as long as possible.
Thank you, Nate. Mary Kay Cabot, you have our next question.
What are you seeing on film from Derek Carr? Obviously, he's got the 13 TDs, only 2 interceptions, and 3rd in rating. What's he doing so well this year that where, his numbers are even better than in the past?
And he's got a hell of a target in Ruggs and Waller. And he can dump it off to him, and those guys can make plays on any part of the field. The running game is working very well, so not just having to rely on him making plays through the air. So it's a good balance like we've been doing this year with our offense. And so shutting down the run will make him make some tougher throws than he's had to this year. So just got to make it hard on them.
Thanks,
Thank
Mary
you.
Kay. Scott Petrick, you're up.
Hey, Myles, you talked about maybe it's going to be a run defense game. What about Josh Jacobs? I know the yards per carry isn't what they want it to be, but people consider him one of the top guys.
He is. He's very talented back. He can make plays, and that's the bottom line. And so we're going to have to watch out for him. He has a big old line blocking for him. Yeah, you can get lost, looking for him on one side, and he's jump cutting to the other side. So just make sure we have good gap integrity and be where we're supposed to be. Force them and funnel them to the spots where we want them.
And when it's sloppy out there, how much does that slow you or any pass rusher down?
I mean, it's tough. Sometimes you're bending the edge or you're trying to set the edge and you're sliding and you're gliding all over the place. But, you just keep on rushing. You can't really change up your rush plan unless it's completely muddy out there and you can't bend the edge. Then you have to find a way, make a way.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. We'll go to Tom Withers.
Thanks, Rob. Myles, hope you don't mind a non-football question. We saw that the Browns donated $350,000 today to the East City School District. How meaningful is that, Myles, to you on a personal level? And could you just address, we've heard a lot about this digital divide and how difficult it is for some of the underserved communities to be able to have economic growth and opportunity. So just your general thoughts on that as well.
It's a big step in the right direction. Trying to get them on equal standing as their peers around Cleveland and around Ohio. So allowing them to be able to learn to educate themselves from home, which is big right now, and just getting them the necessities and the resources that they need is priceless. And we're just trying to take the right steps and do what we can to do that for them. And this is just one step for us. And I know we're going to try and do more in the later months and the years to come. Because this is our city.
Thank you, Tom. Nate Orrick, you're up.
Hey, Myles, I know you've talked about team success being your top priority. But as far as the game within the game, in the sack race, you passed Aaron Donald this past week. And then you played on Monday night. Did you take a look at him Monday night to see how that was going to play out, and how do you feel about being atop the leaderboard?
I mean, it was a premier matchup with Aaron Donald and Khalil on the same field. So I watched both of them. You guys are two who are at the top of the game, and so just trying to watch and learn a little bit. I mean, you can always learn from another guy, especially those two have been doing it well for so long. And so just take what I can from their games and give credit where it's due. Two very talented players, and hope to be among them and regarded in the same league.
Hey, I know when you talked about Player of the Month earlier, one thing that stood out is, we've seen you have this like rate with sacks before, but not with forced fumble. You have 4 forced fumbles this season and 6 total in your first 3 years. So are you doing something differently with the technique? Is it a mental thing? What's clicked for you in that category?
Well, it's just a mental thing, This offseason having so much time because of COVID and everything that's happened. Just working on getting the ball up. I mean, the ball is everything. So it's quick to turn the game around. If you take the ball away from them, especially on a short field, and get points on the board for us. that really changed the momentum in our favor, and at least the W's in the column.
We'll take two more questions. Scott Petrick and Mary Kay Cabot. Scott Petrick, you're up.
Hey, Myles, how much will you miss Odell's energy? There's been a lot of talk about the juice he brings, and then as one of the leaders on the team, do you feel like you might have to bring even more to compensate for him not being around?
I mean, I'll definitely miss him just because he's passionate player. He's a hell of a player, and we're just gotta pick up where he left off. Someone had to step up and be a threat for us in the wide receiver room, which I know they can. But that energy, I think guys can make up for that. You can't make up for him as a player, as a person, but we got to do it together.
Thanks.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Odell too, so I'll just try to put a little bit of a different spin on the way I was going to ask it. Just, you are such an incredible talent. Some people even, say Hall of Fame talent that you have. So how much of an appreciation do you have for someone like Odell that is just, off the charts and at the top of his position in the league? And I'm sure that's probably how you view him.
I do. I mean, he's proven that he has talent that's among the very best. And it's hard to say Hall of Fame talent for anyone unless they're done, finished, and they're in that conversation. But I think he has potential. He has the ability, and there's one setback that's not gonna change his trajectory. He's gonna come back, and I feel like he's gonna come back the way AP did. He got his revenge tour.